Imagine you are at a dinner party with native English speakers. You feel confident. Your grammar is good. Your vocabulary is strong. Then, someone spills red wine all over the white tablecloth. A native speaker looks at the mess and says in a flat voice, "Well, that's just fantastic." Your brain processes the literal words. Fantastic means very good. He is happy about the wine spill. You smile and say, "Yes, it is great." And suddenly, the whole table goes quiet. Everyone looks at you like you're a psychopath. Why? Because you understood the words, but you missed the meaning. You missed the sarcasm. You fake laugh to try and recover, but the damage is done. You feel like an alien. You feel like an outsider looking through glass at a party you aren't invited to. I'm Tom, and welcome back to English Adventure. Today, we are tackling the final boss of fluency. We are talking about the culture gap. You think you aren't fluent because you need more vocabulary words. Wrong. You aren't fluent because you are culturally illiterate. You are reading the lyrics, but you can't hear the music. Today, I'm going to teach you how to decode the hidden 50% of English communication that is never written in a textbook. Part 1. The diagnosis, the 2 layers of communication. Why does this happen? Why do you feel so lost even when you know the words? Because communication happens on 2 layers. Layer 1. The literal data, the text. This is what you learned in school. Grammar, vocabulary, definitions. The cat is on the table. It is raining outside. Layer 2. The implied meaning, the subtext. This is tone, context, culture, sarcasm, understatement, and shared history. This is where real human connection happens. As a learner, your brain is 100% focused on decoding layer 1. You are obsessed with the literal definition of the words. You have zero brain power left over to process layer 2. Native speakers process layer 1 automatically. Their brains are almost entirely focused on layer 2. Why is this person saying this? How are they saying it? What are they hiding? You are playing chess while only looking at the pawns. They are seeing the whole board. If you want to stop feeling like an outsider, you have to stop listening to the words and start listening to the intent. Part 2. Decoding sarcasm, the opposite game. Sarcasm is the biggest enemy of the literal learner. It is incredibly common in American, British, and Australian English. Sarcasm is when the literal words mean the exact opposite of the intended meaning. Situation. It's pouring rain and miserable outside. Literal comment. The weather is bad. Sarcastic comment. Wow, what a beautiful day for a picnic. Why do we do this? It's a form of social bonding. It's a way to complain without being aggressive. It's an insider test. If you get the sarcasm, you are part of the group. How do you decode it if the words are lies? You must listen to the tone. Sarcastic tone is usually flatter, lower pitch, and slightly drawn out. It lacks the enthusiastic energy of a real compliment. Real enthusiasm. Wow! That's fantastic. High pitch energy. Sarcasm. Wow! That's fantastic. Flat, low energy, slight pause. The rule: if the words do not match the reality of the situation, saying, "Great," when things are terrible, and the tone is flat, it is sarcasm. Do not take it literally. If you respond literally to sarcasm, you kill the joke and you look socially inept. Part 3. The trap of understatement, especially British English. If sarcasm is saying the opposite, understatement is saying much less than you mean. This is a minefield, particularly if you are dealing with British English speakers, who are masters of hiding their true feelings behind mild language. In many cultures, if something is a disaster, you say, "This is a disaster." In British English, they might say, "Well, this is a bit of a nuisance." If you take a bit of a nuisance, literally, you think it's a small problem. No, The house is on fire. Common understatement decoders. It's not bad. Dash translation. It is actually very good. I am impressed, but I don't want to show too much emotion. I have a slight concern. Dash translation. I strongly disagree, and this is a major problem. That's an interesting idea. Dash translation. That is a terrible idea, and we are absolutely not doing it. I'm a bit disappointed. Dash translation. I am furious. If you take these literal phrases at face value in a business meeting, you will completely misread the room. You will think everyone is happy when they are actually panicked. You have to learn the cultural multiplier effect. When a reserved culture uses a mild negative word, multiply its intensity by 10 to get the real meaning. Part 4. Cultural references the shared database. Another reason you feel left out is that native speakers share a massive database of cultural knowledge that you don't have. Quotes from movies, references to old TV shows, political scandals from 10 years ago, famous commercials. We use these as shorthand in conversation. If someone says, "It feels like Groundhog Day in here," and you've never seen the movie Groundhog Day, you are lost. You understand the words groundhog and day, but the meaning is inaccessible to you. You cannot study your way out of this deficit with a textbook. You need cultural immersion. The protocol, cultural data mining. You need to stop consuming English media for entertainment and start consuming it for data. Your best tools are stand-up comedy and sitcoms, like The Office, Friends, Seinfeld. Why comedy? Because comedy is the distillation of a culture's hidden rules, stereotypes, and anxieties. If you understand what a culture laughs at, you understand the culture. Watch a 5-minute stand-up clip, e.g., Bill Burr, Ricky Gervais, Dave Chappelle. Do not just watch it. Turn on the subtitles. When the audience laughs, pause the video. Ask yourself, why is this funny? Is it sarcasm? Is it exaggeration? Is it a cultural reference I don't get? If you don't get it, Google it. Explain the joke in video clip. Read the comments. You have to forensically dissect the humor. It will ruin the joke, but it will build your cultural database. You are an anthropologist studying a foreign tribe. Their jokes are your clues to their mindset. Part 5. The courage to admit ignorance. Finally, stop fake laughing. When you fake laugh at a joke you don't understand, you think you are blending in. You aren't. We know your timing is off. It makes you look insecure and pathetic. The bravest thing you can do is admit you are an outsider. If everyone laughs and you don't get it, turn to the person next to you and say with confidence, "Sorry, I missed that. Was that sarcasm? I don't know that reference. What is that from?" Most decent people will be happy to explain it to you. They will respect you for asking. By asking, you move from being the outsider looking in to the student wanting to learn. That is a much more powerful position. The final challenge. Listen to me. Fluency is not just about words. It's about connection. You can have a PhD in English grammar, but if you can't share a laugh at the water cooler, you will always be lonely in this language. Stop obsessing over textbooks. Start obsessing over the culture. Listen to the tone, not just the words. Decode the understatement. Study the comedy. And be brave enough to admit when you don't understand. It's a long road. You are trying to learn in a few years what natives spent a lifetime acquiring. Be patient with yourself. But stop reading the lyrics and start trying to hear the music. If you are ready to stop feeling like a cultural outsider and start cracking the hidden code of English, hit the like button. Subscribe to English Adventure. Get in on the joke. I'm Tom. Good luck.